Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 6 a.m. Swingers Club kettlebell training and workout with Sensei David Hills.
And Kendra McLaughlin.
It's Tuesday, and boy, I was a little
Feels like
stiff.
Friday.
I was a little stiff getting up this morning. I think it's because we had taken Sunday off and we worked out yesterday, so I'm not sore or anything, but
I am.
one of the things I wanted to mention is if you notice, or maybe you haven't noticed, is that we do the kettlebell training with bare feet.
Yes.
And there is a reason for that. So, David, can you explain why
Yeah, actually, the kettlebell, it's recommended that you do kettlebell in bare feet because you get more information from the ground about your balance and position with bare feet than you do with the shoes. We weren't really designed for shoes. We designed shoes for us, and it's a big mistake. You look at the footprint of a human that spends most of their time barefoot compared to one that spends most of their time wearing shoes. And if you wear shoes, your feet end up shaped like your shoes.
Yeah, and
It's not a good thing.
I've actually seen that because when I was working full time in the retail sector, we were on our feet literally all day long. And I quit my job in, I don't know, October. So now I live a freedom lifestyle. I'm an entrepreneur, have my own online business. But anyway, I don't wear shoes a lot anymore. I only wear shoes if I have to go to the store or if I'm outside in a bad place. But I've noticed that my feet have changed in terms of what they look like and how I can access the ground. I'm spread out a little bit more.
Yeah.
When I was wearing shoes all day long every day, my toes were kind of in and my feet were shaped differently. So something to think about if you are in shoes all day long, or it's great to give yourself a break and actually get on the ground with your bare feet.
James Smith, good morning, sir.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, the more time you can spend barefoot, the better. That's one of the things. I was blessed in that I did martial arts as a kid, and all of it's done barefoot. So before I was doing it before I knew that's what I should be doing.
So what are we working on today?
Today we're going to work on a technique called the bent press.
Bent press.
The bent press, and it's related to the high windmill. It's related to the windmill exercise. The motion with the body is the same. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So the bent press starts with the kettlebell in a rack position. I'm going to turn my feet away to the sides, and it's another way of putting the kettlebell above your head, using your hip, but not with momentum. So it looks like this. I take the kettlebell here, and I kick my hip over, and now watch this line from my pinky to my elbow is plumb. I have to keep that plumb, not by pushing the kettlebell up, but by my movement away from it. And then it continues up. Now, let me use this smaller kettlebell for a moment so you can watch this. I want you to look at the distance that the kettlebell is from the ground, right? Watch how far away it is from the ground. So in other words, I don't increase its distance from the ground very much at all. I move away from it. And then once my arm is straight, then I drive into my hip to lift it, right? So we're going to actually go back down, and we're not going to do the high windmill piece. So what I want you to do is keep the kettlebell sort of where it is. You're going to drift away from it. And then pull your elbow back in and come up. Right? Bent press. It only travels a very small amount, and that's sort of near the end. Now, the keys to this are just like doing the high windmill. You have to fire your lat. Now, this is the interesting part, is that you're going to fire your lat, squeeze it as you press, and as you return. Now, there's a principle in martial arts that goes body, arm, arm, body. What that means is that when I'm going to move, if I'm going to move my hands away from my body, like throwing a punch, it goes body, arm. Then as it returns arm, body. Same with this. Body, arm. Then the return is arm, bring the elbow in tight, and then body. Let's try.
Okay.
That's fine.
And okay, so
Start with it in a rack position. Adjust this just a little bit. Now, point your feet away. Right? Hand on your hip. Yep, kick your hip away. Now you're going to bring your hand down just like in the windmill. And you're going to try and keep this straight up and down, so drift away from it. So start to bend, keeping this straight up and down. See, come on back up.
It doesn't want to stay.
No, yeah, we want to bring it with us, but you can't do it. You have to leave it behind.
That's really
It's
hard.
It's a little bit difficult. So leave it behind. Do your bend. Push it to the ceiling. And bend away. No, you got to bend away. So the action here, bring it back in.
Let's try it again.
Yeah. So keep this here. I'll hold on to this, and you move away. Good. Now press to the ceiling. Now stay down there. Now bring the elbow back to your body, and now come back up.
I feel really twisted.
You will for a while because you're trying. You need to allow your body to twist a bit.
Oh, okay.
Right, but focus on keeping this. Yeah, there we go. And you can just go down to your elbow on your knee, and then press. Your elbow's going to want to kick out. You don't want to let it.
Oh, it's hard.
It is a little bit hard. This one takes a little bit of practice, a little bit of experimentation with it before you fully get it.
Because your body up here wants to do something totally different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's the training part of training your body.
There's a bit of a neurological training that needs to happen before you can even get to where you're working the muscles much.
Wow.
So this is one. Try it on the other side. Keep your hip this way, and you look to the sky and press the kettlebell. That's not bad. Right now, body,
And then
arm,
body.
Yep. Now this is one that the heavier the kettlebell, the harder it's going to be, but the more it's going to dial in your form. So practice this with a small one for a couple of days before going to a bigger kettlebell. That's all right. That's getting there, yeah.
It's easier on this side.
Yeah.
My shoulder on this side is preventing me from.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing is you may have one side. It's like that with any workout or exercise. You may have one side that your balance is better, or you're stronger on one side. That's just the human body.
Just the way it goes.
Yeah. So let's take a look and see who's with us this morning. It's early. I don't have my glasses. Let me see.
James says the Earth is a magnet, and he's right. We don't want to put rubber soles between us and the Earth. Slows down the connection.
Let me see who we have here. We have Robert and my sister Cammie. Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Hey,
so
Cammie.
happy to have you.
Very nice. Very nice.
Awesome.
All right,
Cool.
folks.
So, are we ready to start our workout? For those of you who are still sitting on your couch, it's time to get up. It's time to start doing these workouts. You're not going to get anywhere just watching.
It's not a doorstop.
Right.
Makes a good doorstop.
This is about taking action. So it's like that with anything in our lives. If you're not taking action, you're not going to change anything. You have to get up and at least try it or at least start. So this is a great opportunity to do this. It doesn't cost you anything. We are here Monday through Friday, 6 a.m., nice and early. If we can get up and do this, you can get up and do this. And what's cool is when it's done, you're like, wow, I just did a really great workout.
You will have to pay attention.
Yeah, you have to pay attention.
Nothing's that free.
And you have to be, he's really good with the jokes. So.
Yeah. All right. It's a little bit early, but let's go ahead and get started. Okay, folks. Approach the kettlebell.
Which one should I use for?
You can start with the big one is fine.
The big one?
Yeah. You want some 2 hands. All right, so down with 2 hands. Grab the kettlebell. Seat your shoulders. Get your hips low. Drive into the hips to bring it up. Now, going around the body in orbits 10 times in each direction. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Other way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it to one side. Bring the hand up. Hoist it up. Catch. Stall position. Press overhead. 2 hands. 1. Bring it back. Swing and stall. 2, 3, 4. Both hands pressing. 6, 7, 8, 9. And this one, hold it up. Balance it. Lock the elbow. Grab it. Pull it in. Change hands. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Set it down. Whew. Feet on either side. Sit back into your hips. Grab the handle. Pull yourself down, stretching your glutes. Keep the handle on the floor, straighten your legs. With your legs straight, pull down, stretching your hamstrings. That feels good. Back up. Bring the kettlebell to the rack. Nice. You might want a smaller kettlebell in this one.
What are we doing?
Yeah, we're gonna do some overhead presses, overhead lunges.
Oh, yeah. I go up to the rack then.
All right, we're gonna do 5 swings to the rack. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Changing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Changing. All right, now we're gonna do a lunge to the. We have the kettlebell in our left hand. We're gonna lunge to the left. Turn and open the left foot. Shift forward, pivot on the right heel. I'm sorry, ball the right foot. Down. Come back up. Face to the front. Turn. Heel, toe, knee. Back in the reverse order. Again. Two more. Change hands. You can see the feet a little better on YouTube. We now have the kettlebell in our right hand. Open your right foot, pivoting on the heel. Shift forward, pivot on the ball of the left foot. Straight down with the knee. Back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sit down. Okay, we're going to do that same thing. We're only going to do 3 on each side with the kettlebell pressed. So all the way from here, turn, turn, and drop. Now, one of the points of form that you want to think about is that when I do my lunge, I want a straight line that goes from my bottom knee to my shoulder. This line should be straight. So if the kettlebell's here or here, it doesn't matter. All the way from the kettlebell to the knee should be a straight line. You don't want it too narrow. You don't want it too far where it's not a straight line. Think about that straight line coming straight down and coming back up.
And you don't want to be leaning forward or back in your body. You want to have a straight line.
Spine plumb to the ground. Here we go. Kettlebell in your left hand. Bring it to the rack. Sit back into your hips. Press it overhead. Straight line all the way down. Open to the left. Turn the right foot. Drop the knee. Come back up. 1. 2. 3. Turn to the front. Bring it in. Change hands. Press overhead. Open. Turn. Drop. 1. 2. 3. Pull it in. Set it down. Beautiful. Set your kettlebell aside. Have a seat on the ground. Now, hands up like so. Elbows are on my knees. I'm going to roll straight back, extending my arms. Roll straight back up. Back to this position. And go. 1, 2, 3. Now,
Where did
be
your
sure
arms go?
to extend your arms straight to the sky.
Okay.
So they're straight at the top, at the back, and then re-rack them. 2 more. 1, 2. Now you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to do it with one hand. So bring it to the middle and rack it. You're going to roll back, press to the sky, and return.
I moved over. Okay.
Try one more time. Doesn't matter. One hand. Good. Now you're going to do that same thing with your kettlebell. So with the kettlebell in a racked position, watch first. I extend away from it as I roll back. Re-rack it as I come back up. Show me that once, Kendra. And re-rack it as you come back up. So it's right. Let's do 5 of those. Here we go. Press. Return. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set it down.
I probably could have used a heavier weight on that.
Yep.
I just wanted to get the form
Sure.
first.
Absolutely.
All right.
So the second piece to that is we're going to keep the arm extended throughout. Looks like this. I can start with it pressed. Or you can start with it bent and press it. Let's do that. Start with it bent and press it. Watch this first. I roll back and press. Keep it straight and roll up. See how I've placed my hand behind me to stop myself? It's like a kickstand. When I'm ready to do the next one, I take it away and up. So, from the rack position, here we go. Roll back and press. Keep it straight. Come up. 1, 2. Keep it straight on the way back. 3. 2 more. 4. 5. Bring it in. Change hands. Same thing. Roll back and press. Bring it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull it in. So those are starting to add a little bit of a layer of coordination to these. Come on back to the stand.
All right. What's next?
Let's go back to our medium kettlebell. All right, folks, let's put some things together now. We're going to do
a routine. I
A
like the
routine.
routines.
We'll do the routine we've been calling foreplay. Swing, high pull, rack and press, snatch. Change hands. The changing hands is the swing. So I'll count with us. I'll count with you guys. Let's do one round without the kettlebell. It goes swing, high pull, rack and press, all the way to the bottom and snatch to the ceiling. Return. Change hands. That's my swing. High pull, rack and press, all the way to the bottom and snatch to the ceiling. Okay, there it is.
All right, ready?
Kettlebell, swing, high pull, rack and press, to the bottom and snatch. Change hands. That's the swing. High pull, rack and press, snatch. Change hands. High pull, rack and press, snatch. Change hands. High pull, rack and press, snatch. That's two. Change hands. High pull, rack and press, snatch. Change hands. High pull, rack and press, snatch. That's change hands. High pull, rack and press, snatch. Change hands. High pull, rack and press, snatch. One more set. Change hands. High pull, rack and press, snatch. Last side. Change hands. High pull, rack and press, snatch. Bring it in and down. 50 swings to finish off. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 20. 30. 20 more. Ten more. And down.
Woo, I love those. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. 6 a.m. Swingers Club. When you start seeing what this is doing to your body, then that's where you get your motivation from. So I think I've said this before. I don't always want to work out when I get up in the morning. I get up at 4:45, but what motivates me is what this workout is actually doing to my physique. And what's really cool about that is I see a lot of people my age or older or even younger that are out of shape, that are not taking care of their bodies. And what they don't realize is as you get older, you're going to want to have good health, a good, strong physique in order to be able to do things. Don't you want to do things in your life?
And make sure that the workout that you do is actually functional strength.
Now, a lot of people think that when you get older or you age, that you get older inside. It's not true.
No, you get younger.
You feel, I feel like I'm still 20. So do you want to have a body that you're able to go out and do things because you still feel young inside? Or do you want to be, sick on the couch, not able to move, aches and pains, all that stuff? It's your choice. But you have to start now. It's time to get started. You're wasting your time if you're just sitting there doing nothing. Take care of the body that you've been given. Take care of what you've been given and make the most out of it as you go through your life. I guarantee you will not regret it. Thank you for joining us today, sending you all love, peace, happiness, and joy and abundance for all of those in the world who need it today. We're so happy to have you here to support us. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the 6 a.m. Swingers Club Kettlebell training.
Bright and early.
Have a great day.